Welcome back, Mutantville. We're here at Horrorfind 2007. This is Strebo continuing your live Horrorfind coverage. It is Sunday here in Hunt Valley, and I'm here with Mr. Patrick Burns from Haunting Evidence and also Ghost Hounds.
Yes.
Thank you for taking time to talk to us.
Well, thank you for talking with me.
Thank you. We actually checked out your seminar Friday night, and it was very informative. I'm writing down all the terms and how you laid everything out. I love that. And I especially loved how you explained how all evidence was inconclusive at the end. That was very informative.
Yeah. Well, when you're investigating something like the paranormal, where there, by definition, by its very definition, it's something that's outside the present understanding of science, it's always going to be inconclusive. And that's sort of been my philosophy for years, and I make it a point to try and, the new generation, the new crop of paranormal investigators that are coming into this field, try to make it a point to them to point that out, that even though you've got an amazing photograph, you still don't have definitive proof of the afterlife or the paranormal.
Well, we're at a horror convention, so what we like to ask everybody is, what's your favorite horror film?
My favorite horror film, oh boy, that would be a toss-up. Probably either Jaws, maybe Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
I saw you talking to Marilyn Burns.
Yes, yes.
We got there.
Well, she and I, we rode from the airport together,
oh, wow.
and we both share
so
the same last name. She is very sweet. We both share the same last name, and we were wondering, is there any relation, there? Are we related somewhere along the lines? And we'll have to dig into our family trees and see if there's a point at which we are related distantly. But yeah, I love the whole horror movie genre. Some of the newer stuff is a little too queasy for my stomach. Getting to be a little bit older, and
I noticed you mentioned Sixth Sense, though. You said you classify that as a good. Have you seen the others?
Excellent. The others I have seen was okay. That was pretty. It was alright. It wasn't as good as the Sixth Sense.
It's not as good as Sixth Sense.
Right.
But it's very atmospheric and psychological.
Other horror films I really like. The Halloween series, John Carpenter, of course. The first one, excellent film. And pretty much most of his work. Vampires was a great film. The Fog, most of John Carpenter's work.
Preaching to the choir on this one. Big John Carpenter fan.
Yeah.
Okay, so what we want to know is what inspired you to import paranormal investigation?
What was a lifelong interest of mine ever since I was a little kid. I think I probably started out watching Casper the Friendly Ghost cartoons as a child on TV, and it just sort of blossomed from there. My own grandmother was actually seen as a ghost by the woman who purchased her house after she had died. And yeah, I mean, that was cool, talk about a 180-degree turn. My parents have been telling me up to that point there's no such thing as ghosts, and then my mom relays this story where not only do they exist, but my own grandmother has been seen as one, and as an impressionable child, how cool is that?
Right. It's amazing. Well, lastly, is there anything you want to tell people about websites?
Yeah,
you got a show.
Sure, absolutely. The show is called Haunting Evidence. It's on Court TV Wednesday nights at 10 o'clock p.m. and reruns are on Tuesday nights at 11:30, both times Eastern and Pacific. You can go to my website. My personal website is myspace.com/ghostgeek, and my Ghost Hounds website is www.ghosthounds.com. There's one other thing that I wanted to give a chance to plug here. I do host a paranormal conference in Savannah, Georgia, twice a year that we call Ghost Stock, and we do seminars, we do workshops, we have vendor space, and we send people out on investigations around the city. We break them off into small groups. Yeah, so it's really unique from that perspective as far as conventions go. We do that twice a year. Ghost Stock 5 is coming up this October 25th through the 28th in Savannah, Georgia. And anyone that's interested in attending can go to www.ghoststock.com.
That sounds great. You're right down the road from Mutantville, North Carolina, so we'll give that a chance.
Oh, we'd love to see you there.
Really cool.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you for taking time to talk to us.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Have a
and
great
we'll
day.
see you at Mutantville at Horrorfind 2007 as your coverage continues. Peace.